Comanche Moon is one of the 4 novels in the Lonesome Dove tetralogy. It's second chronologically. Dead Man's Walk is first, Comanche Moon, Lonesome Dove, and Streets of Laredo.
You coming?
Writing the teleplay Comanche Moon, our goal was twofold. It was to tell the story of Gus and Karl as rangers, and secondly, it was to tell about the resurgence and the decline of the Comanche Nation, and in a way symbolize what happened to all of the tribes.
The Comanche were the horsemen of the plains. They stole horses out of Mexico and from Texas and New Mexico. They supplied the rest of Native America with horses in the early part of the 1800s.
It had been a few years since I'd been on horseback. I think Lord of the Rings was probably the last time I'd ridden. So it was really fantastic to get back on horseback. We had this cowboy camp for a week or so, and where all the rangers got together and learned the basic skills.
Hold them like this so they all stay pretty much even. When you put them on, you have an adjustment also. Step over here and throw them on. To begin with, you should be holding your own horse. Okay, just grab your saddle right here, by the horn and by that ring right there. Right. Give it a good swing. Reach under here and grab the cinch. Grab this tail right here. See how it's kind of tucked in there? And it'll just come right out. Don't put a coil. Don't put a coil in it in case he takes off. It'll tighten up on your hand. Yeah. Lay it in there. Okay, now set it. Set your tongue. That's good.
Like an old ranch outfit, you don't ride in front of your bosses. So when they hit a lope, you hit a lope. When they're trotting, you trot. When they slow down, you slow down. Nobody rides by them. And they got the full authority to be the boss. Just hang them right over the sawbucks. On the day when we'll have these fuller. When you guys are trying to unpack, you can just untie this and unlace it. It'll come off.
Let's say that she's not on it. As you step up, if they step back half a foot, it'd be a problem. Right. So at this point, get up. Usually on a downhill would be the easiest way. Right. And what that does, when they step, they lean into the collar. Okay, and then you talk to them. Okay, Roz, Bud, Roz. Now see that, and you'll know when you done. You'll know when you done it right because you won't pop the clutch. Right.
It's like anything, you know, it's just getting used to something. It's harder than it looks, actually. You think you just go clack and go, but
My father didn't much enjoy pleasure riding because he had to do it to survive or to make a living when he was a kid. And when you're using a horse to move across hundreds of miles or thinking that way, it sort of loses its romance. But I've got a really great horse, so it's always fun.
We have a huge crew. We have between 250 and 300 folks working on this film, and it's a huge logistical operation. Moving trailers, moving horses. We had, for example, for our attack on Austin, we had 100 Native American riders. We had 200 horses. We had the 100 horses that the riders rode, then we had the 100 horses that Kicking Wolf stole from the town.
It's kind of hard when you got to learn how to hop on the horse.
Get out that way, Long Bill.
I think you're in charge of this party, Long Bill. Only until Cracklin' Cole gets back.
Simon, our director, fantastic director, has been gracious enough to let Steve and I do all of our own riding. And and sometimes, you're riding fast and on tricky terrain, and kind of blessed with the fact that he's had the confidence in our ability, and we've just had the greatest time on this. I mean, I had the best time on this job out of any job ever.
camera out of his hand and get him a horse.
I'd be in a bad Western on a good horse any day, but being out here with a really classic riding and knowing that you're part of something that is rare in television, where it's kind of a quality that's just not usually done, is very exciting and gratifying.
It's all been good so far. You know, I'm a little sore from riding horse, but other than that, it's good.
Walk